What's good, y'all? We back again with another reaction, man. And today we're reacting to what if you experience every life in human history? Now, that's a very interesting topic. It also relates to the egg theory. I don't know if y'all heard of that before, but check it out. Very interesting topic. But yeah, man, if you're into more philosophical, deep, get better, motivation, all that good type of content, check in with my other channel in the description, man. And let's get straight into it. Let's go. Time is long, but life is short. We're starting off strong. Let's go.
Imagine that your life began roughly 300,000 years ago as one of the planet's first humans. At this time, you live in Africa, near modern-day Morocco, and your life isn't too different from that of your hominid parents. You make crude tools, hunt, and gather food and materials until, eventually, you perish. But this is only the
Bruh, it's crazy. It's like, I can't imagine life not in this time. Like, even like when my mom came up or my grandma, it's like, how? Like, I don't know. I believe in past lives and reincarnation and things like that. But that's crazy. And how did they know first humans was 300,000 years ago? Like, bruh. 300, bruh.
beginning. Because after dying, you travel back in time to be reincarnated as the second human ever to live. While you don't remember your former life, your previous actions affect you nonetheless. And after dying once more, you return as the third person, then the fourth, the fifth, and so on, living the lives of—
Bruh, nah, that's crazy. We're all just the same soul, kinda, just living different lives. I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like I've lived before. I feel like I don't know what I look like. I don't know where or what, but I feel like I've been here before. Life has a familiarity and such that it's been here before.
every single human that's ever walked the earth. Strung end to end, these lives last almost 4 trillion years. Since you only recall the life you're currently living, your psyche doesn't carry the entire weight of human history. However, each of your lifetimes still has a profound impact on your future selves. Sometimes your influence—
And I believe that too, bro. Just think like DNA. I don't know the exact numbers and stuff like that, but I know your DNA holds a very, very large, crazy amount of memory and information. So it's like, I believe your ancestors and just all, I mean, I feel like everybody can be traced back to your ancestors. That's another video. But all of that, I feel like you are still learning and carrying the, I don't want to say the weight, but just the life and the memories of those past lives. You may just not know that, and they're not expressed in how we think they should be.
influence on the world is obvious, but these major historical figures only account for a tiny fraction of your experience. Instead, your existence consists mostly of ordinary lives, filled with everyday tasks like eating, laughing, working, and worrying. For approximately 1/10 of your 4 trillion years, you're—
You know, something interesting I was thinking, it's like most people are average. Like, there's like 80 to 90% of people that are average, and then the 10% that stand out and get the spotlight. But why are most people average? And what is necessarily average? Not doing profound things. I think just existing. Like, you don't have to go out there and do the things that I'm doing or do anything to feel validated for existing. I think if you're here, you were meant to be here, and that gives meaning to your existence. But yeah, man, I think it's like most people are average. Interesting.
hunter-gatherer. For 60%, you're an agriculturalist, developing tools and techniques which you employ over roughly 800 billion years of working on farms. Across your lifetimes, you spend 1.5 billion years having sex and another 250 million years giving
I
birth.
was not expecting that.
In total, 20% of your existence is spent raising children, to whom you impart a variety of cultural values that influence the trajectory of generations. In some lives, you shatter those cultures through invasion and imperialism. In others, you suffer as your lands and loved ones are taken away. In over 1% of lives, you're afflicted with malaria or smallpox. while in
The
others,
whole time you going to war with yourself is is all a battle between self, bro. Like what?
you treat these conditions, saving countless versions of yourself. In humanity's early days, the average lifespan is fairly short. There are fewer lives to live, and your influence is usually limited to people physically near you. But as humans survive longer on average and Earth's population grows, you start to spend more time reliving the same action-packed years. A full third of your existence comes after 1200.
And just think like think like back in the day, the most people you come across in a lifetime was like 80,000 different people in a lifetime. But it's like with the addition of social media, I done easily connected with probably at least 500,000 people, and it's like, huh? I'm only 21, but you can connect with, like, that just is mind blowing how much reach you have nowadays.
CE, and a quarter of it takes place after 1750. At this point, technology and society start changing faster than ever. You invent steam engines, configure factories, and generate electricity, which power the daily machinery of all of your later lives. You live through revolutions in science, the deadliest wars in history, and dramatic environmental destruction. On average, each new life lasts longer, but the pace of your existence keeps accelerating. Conversations that previously took months to unfold now happen in minutes. Business ventures that you built over generations
Dang, bro, like this is crazy. And it's just like, think like the infrastructure and the evolution of life and all of these things. Like, I like the point that they mentioned a little earlier about the decisions and ways you're living is shaping generations to come. And like, you probably don't even realize that the decisions you're making are influencing not only yourself, but people that you might not even ever meet. Like, that's crazy.
Transform overnight. You enjoy luxuries you never could have sampled before, even in your past lives as kings and queens.
Wow.
After living over 100 billion lives, you're finally reborn as the youngest person alive today. But despite living through 300,000 years of human history, your actions have more impact today than 99% of your past lives. High-speed air travel allows you to carry contagions and cures across an ocean in hours, and the internet—
That true? He said, you got the weight on your shoulders today, boy. No, for real, like, but I think we're at a very big precipice within life, and like the old way of life, or just the old idea of life is coming to a new, and we need to make some changes if order we to stay alive and continue to progress as the human race. But no, that's crazy. Like, this never even crossed my mind.
makes your personal sphere of influence global, allowing you to collaborate with anyone, anywhere, without even leaving your home. In recent lives, you've invented tools to rewrite the genes of living organisms, permanently altering their future generations. And in this life, you might create even more technologies that make the world safer, kinder, and more equitable for countless future lives. However, one careless invention could just as easily be catastrophic. Between nuclear weapons,
I mean, I feel like this is like already happening in a way. Like, we're each other all living each other's lives, if that makes sense. Like, I'm living this life as me, but like, you living your life is also me living your life too. Now, I don't think too deep into that, but I don't know. I just feel a connection between everybody. Like, we all,
leaks, climate change, and other existential threats, humanity's risk of inducing our own extinction has never been higher. In this fast-paced, interconnected world, it's frighteningly easy to undo all of humanity's progress, or potentially cut short all your possible futures.
Yeah.
There's no way to know what will happen next, but what's clear is that your potential is limitless. So how will you spend this life? And what can you do to work towards a better future for all?
We need to lock in as a human race, and that starts on an individual level. We gotta lock in, man. Because if we ain't got no earth, what we got? Like, I'll see y'all in the next life. Like, what the heck?
Your lives to come. If we make wise choices today, our grandchildren's grandchildren can have the opportunity to thrive knowing we did everything we could to give them a world full of justice.
Nah, that's fire. Yeah, facts, bro. Like, you don't even realize the decisions you make today definitely shape tomorrow, but not only tomorrow, 10 years from now, 100 years from now. Like, you never know the power of your decisions. Like, something very simple you could have did today. This video I could have posted today, 10 years, I'm connected with 10 million people. Like, you never know. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for listening though. Tap in on my channel and the link in the description. I love y'all. We out. Unlimited, man. That's every life in human history. What if you experienced it? The question continues. Let's get it. Let's go. I love y'all. We out. Unlimited.